Hello students, we were discussing about the multiplication theorem. We have solved some examples also. Now we will discuss about independent events. Independent events. Right. What is independent event? That means the event, two events are said to be independent. Independent means one should not depend upon the other. Right? They are independent. That means the occurrence or non-occurrence of one event does not affect the occurrence or non-occurrence of the other event. There are two events. If one event, occurrence of one event does not affect the occurrence of the other event. Suppose we may take an example. Suppose you see we are drawing cards from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards, right? If we will suppose A be the event, yes, we will draw the card one by one. Suppose we will draw two cards one by one without replacement. Without replacement. Yes. So what will happen? We have already seen it that suppose A be the event that the first card drawn is a king. Is a king. So what is the probability of the event A? The first card will be king in how many different ways? There are 4 kings in the playing cards. So the probability of that event A is 4 by 52, right? While we are drawing a card from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. So what is the probability that the card drawn is a king? How will we get the probability? The number of outcomes favorable to us divided by the total possible outcomes, right? So what is the number of outcomes favorable to us? That is, there are 4 kings in the playing cards. Out of these 4, if we can draw any one of them, then it is favorable to us. So this can be done in 4 different ways, right? Out of 4, any one king may occur. So there are 4 cases or 4 outcomes which are favorable to our event, and total number of outcomes is 52. So probability of A is 4 by 52, that is 1 by 13. Now let B be the event that, yes, I have already told you, we will draw the second card without replacement of the first one, right? We have drawn one card, we will not replace into the deck, right? So naturally there will be 51 cards. Out of 52, one card has already been drawn, so there are 52 cards. So here you see B be the event of obtaining a what? Obtaining a king. Suppose obtaining a king. So what will happen? In the second card we need a king. So what will happen? Here, if the first card is a king, then the number of cases favorable to B will be 3. If the first card is a king. But if it is not a king, then number of cases favorable to B will be 4. So in this case probability will be 3 by 52, whereas in this case probability will be 4 by 51, and it will be 4 by 51, that is 3 by 51, right? 3 by 51, 4 by 51. So if the first card is a king, it will be 3 by 51. If the first card is not a king, then it is 4 by 51. You see, the event B, the probability of the event B depends upon the occurrence of the event A. If A occurs, then probability is this. If A does not occur, then the probability is this. This is how an event influences, one event influences the occurrence or non-occurrence of the second event, another event. So here A and B are not independent events, they are dependent. Here B depends upon the occurrence of A. We have discussed about, we have solved some problems about conditional probability. Yes, conditional probability or probability of B condition A. B condition A. What is the probability of B when the probability of A, when A has occurred? So this is one kind of conditional probability. Sorry, they are dependent. The occurrence of B depends upon the occurrence of A. So these are two events which are not independent. In that case, we are finding the conditional probability. Anyway, now let us write the definition of conditional independent event. Yes. Two events A, E and F, E and F are said to be independent if the occurrence or non-occurrence of one event does not affect or influence the occurrence or non-occurrence of the second, of the other. Right. Two events A and B are said to be independent if the occurrence or non-occurrence of one event does not influence the occurrence or non-occurrence of the other. Right? This is the natural, they are independent means one should not depend upon the other. They are two independent events. Let us see what will happen here. Suppose E and F are two independent events. If E and F are independent, then what will happen? Probability of E condition F is probability of E, and probability of F condition E is also probability of F, provided probability of E is not equal to 0 and probability of F is also non-zero, right? They are non-zero. You see, since they are not dependent of each other, E does not depend upon F, the occurrence of F. Independent means the occurrence of one event does not depend upon the occurrence or non-occurrence of the another. So here E condition F is meaningless. Whatever it may be, F may occur, may not occur, does not depend upon, E does not depend upon F. So probability of E condition F must be equal to probability of E, and probability of F condition E must be equal to probability of F. So this is the definition of, yes, this is the definition of two independent events. This is the theory, this is the concept that two events will be independent if the occurrence or non-occurrence of one event does not depend upon the occurrence or non-occurrence of the other. And in mathematically we can say if P probability of E condition F is equal to probability of A and probability of F condition E is equal to probability of A, provided probability of E and probability of F are not 0. They are not 0 because this is obtained from the definition of conditional probability where the denominators were probability of E and probability of F. If they are 0, then they are meaningless. Anyway, so this is the definition. Let us take an example. Suppose a coin is tossed. A coin is tossed thrice, 3 times. A coin is tossed thrice. Let A be the event that the first toss shows head. And B be the event that the second toss shows head. Yes. We are tossing a coin in the how many times? 3 times. So what is our event? A is the event that the first toss is a head. First you toss the coin. If head falls, then you will win. Right? It is favorable. If it is not, then we say that the event does not occur. In second, third, it may be head, but it is meaningless. Right? We need head in the first toss. Similarly, B is the event of obtaining a head in the second toss. So, what will be the events? These two events will be independent or dependent. Let us see. Right. Suppose, yes, here sample space. Sample space S is equal to what? Yes, we have tossed the coin 3 times. We have tossed the coin 3 times. So, what will be the sample space? What are the possible outcomes? Head, head, head. Right? All the tosses show head, or head, head, tail, or head, tail, head, or tail, head, head. This is the way in which one tail will occur. Or you may have one head, 2 tails, right? Like this. Tail, head, tail, or tail, tail, head, like this. Yes. Or you may have 3 tails, right? Yes, except this, there is no other possibilities. No other possibility, right? So here cardinality of S is equal to 8. Number of elements in the sample space is 8. And here A will be what? Yes, out of this, head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, right? It is not, because the first toss is not a head. This will be head, tail, tail. no other element is there, no other outcome is there. So cardinality of A will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And cardinality, what is B then? B is the event that the second task shows head. So its elements are head, 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 tail. It is not head or tail. It is not. Yes, tail, head, head. Second task shows head. Any other? Yes, this tail, head, tail. Yes, this much. This is also number of elements in B. This is also 4, right? So thus probability of A will be 4 by 8, that is half. Probability of B, this is equal to 4 by 8, this is also half. Now, yes, I forgotten one, A intersection, let us find A intersection B. Acha. Yes, A condition, A intersection B. What is A intersection B? You see, this is common. Head, head, head. Head, head, head. This is common. Head, head, tail is also common. Head, head, tail. No other element is common to both A and B. Here, cardinality of A intersection B is equal to 2. So, probability of A intersection B will be what? 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4. It is 1 by 4. So, now let us take probability of A condition B. Right? A condition B. It is probability of A, by definition it is A intersection B by probability of B. Right? So this will be equal to what? Probability of A intersection B is 1 by 4 by probability of B is half, 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 4 into 2 by 1, that is equal to 1 by 2. And you see, this is the probability, half is already calculated. It is probability of A. So according to our definition, probability of E condition F is equal to probability of E. And the other one, let us take probability of B condition A. B condition A. This is probability of B intersection A by probability of A. A intersection B is same as B intersection A. So this is equal to 1 by 4, 1 by 4 division 1 by 2. That is 1 by 4 into 2 by 1, that is also 1 by 2. This is also equal to probability of B. Probability of B. Same. Probability of A condition B is equal to probability of A, and probability of B condition A is also equal to probability of B. So this shows that, according to this definition, this shows that A and B are two independent events. Write down. Yes, as probability of A condition B is equal to probability of A and probability of B condition A is also equal to probability of B. So these two events, A and B, are independent. These two events are independent. A and B are independent, right? So A and B are two independent events. These are two independent events, right? So this is how you can determine the independence of two different events, right? So this is about your independent events. Two events will be independent like this. So now let us find another definition, right, of independent events. Okay. Yes, independent means one should not depend upon another, right? They are independent. Yes, the second definition. Second definition, right? Two events, A and B, are said to be independent if probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. It's very simple to derive. Very simple to derive. Yes. This is the second definition of independent events. If probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B, then A and B are said to be independent, right? Yes, as A and B are independent, what will happen? We have probability of A condition B is equal to probability of A, and probability of B condition A, this is also equal to probability of B according to definition, right? Now probability of A condition B, this is equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of B, and this implies probability of A, because as probability of A condition B is equal to probability of A, we can write this is equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of B, and this of course implies and implied by, this implies and implied by probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B, right? Similarly, again, probability of B condition A, this is equal to also probability of B intersection A division probability of A. This implies it is probability of B, because probability of B condition A is equal to probability of B. So this is probability of B is equal to probability of, yes, intersection of sets, again you know it is commutative, so it is probability of A intersection B by probability of A, and this also indicates that probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B, right? In both cases, you see, in both cases we have obtained probability. If A and B are independent, then probability of A intersection B must be equal to probability of A into probability of B, right? Yes. Yes. Converse. Let probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Suppose, right, we will say that A and B are independent. we will prove that A and B are independent. Yes, it is given. Now let us find probability of A condition B. Conditional probability is equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of B. This is equal to probability of A into probability of B division probability of B, which is, as probability of B is not equal to 0, we can cancel it, so it is probability of A. Similarly you can take probability of B condition A. This is equal to probability of A intersection B by probability of A. This is equal to probability of A into probability of B by probability of A. This is equal to also probability of B. Thus what you get, probability of A condition B is equal to A, probability of A, and probability of B condition A is also equal to probability of B. Right? Okay. So A and B are independent. Right? So if A and B are two independent events, then probability of A intersection B must be equal to probability of A into probability of B. And if probability of, you know that probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B, then A and B will be independent. So in both ways we can use this definition. To prove that A and B are independent, we can show that a probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B, and similarly if it is given, we may conclude that A and B are independent. Okay? Yes. Now when three events, yes, when A and B are not independent, when A and B are not independent, that means, yes, you may take this condition will not satisfy. Yes, two events A and B are not independent, please, you may take it as a note, right? Are not independent, are not independent if probability of A intersection B is not equal to probability of A into, very simple, if they are equal, then A and B are independent. If not equal, they are not independent. Similarly, independent three events. Yes. One. Three events A, B and C will be independent if probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Probability of B intersection C is equal to probability of B into probability of C, and probability of C intersection A is equal to probability of C into probability of A, and probability of A intersection B intersection C is equal to probability of A into probability of B into probability of C. Yes, you can take this as the definition of independence of three events A, B, C. Three events will be independent if they will satisfy all these four conditions: 1, 2, 3 and 4. If they will satisfy all these 4 conditions, and you can mark here A, B and C are not independent if any one of the above 4 conditions is not satisfied. If any one of these 4 conditions is not satisfied, then we say that they are not independent. Yes, out of these 4, if any one of them is not satisfied, A, B, C will be independent if probability of A intersection B is the product of probability of A and probability of B. Similarly, this and probability of A intersection B intersection C is equal to this. So out of these 4 conditions, if any one condition is not satisfied by 3 events A, B, C, then we say that these 3 events are not independent. Okay, so let us stop here. Then we will discuss other things in the next lecture.